think I'm gonna... Come explore. Never knows.
Welcome back to Limitless Formula 1 racing, this time around in a social racing. We are at Brazil. We have a one-shot qualifying with a 5-lap sprint race, reverse grid. I don't know why I keep saying it that way, but I do. Reverse grid, a 25% race around Sao Paulo. So, in a couple of seconds time, we will have a look and see who's going to qualify in P1 for the sprint race. And here we go. We have Kingsholm in the commentary box with us as well. Not going to go around because it's a bit laggy going for the bit. So, Apex in first, Anthony and Enro neck and neck in this one here. We are on board with Kingsholm, currently in P12. King David has been disqualified. The session parked in a dangerous location. That's a strange one, but one shot qualies. So a lot of the racers coming up the final straight now. Currently Apex in first, Thurber Boy in second, Anthony taking it from Thurber Boy. There we go, Enro into fourth, Amaguna in fifth, and we'll have to look at the grid after this comes back on. For those who are watching the last stream, Kemjas is now racing in this one instead of being in the comms box today. So in P1, Apex Finley, second is Thurber Boy, Anthony MC rocks up the top three, Enro in the P4, Amaguna P5, Mafuta in 6, Kemjas in 7, Kingsholm in 8th, Boosted 9th, Iggy Combo 10th, Dazzy 11th, Green Apples in 12th, Warren 13th, King David DNF'd, as too did H Bosworth. So let's get ready for the 5-lap sprint. As soon as the timer goes down, we get the action on the way.
What do you reckon, Barry? Jason Cam on the inside at turn 1?
Oh, dive bomb. Full on dive bomb.
Full Sandorino.
Now, turn 1's definitely going to be a very tasty one. First few turns here are right at the end of the start of the race, and it's... Oh, anything can go wrong, really, into turn 1 and 2 here. But we got the lights coming on. As soon as they go out, race can start, and waiting for players. Formation, no, there's no formation lap. Straight in, Thurber Boy. Ooh, Apex gets the move done. Chem Donuts on track at the moment. There's a couple of incidents here. Mafuta has spun out. It looks like he's had an incident with Boosted and gets a time penalty for that incident of 3 seconds. Let's have a quick look here. Everybody opting for the softs, obviously, because this is only a 5-lap sprint. Be very silly not to do that. Let's have a quick look up here and see where's this incident. Oh, boosted again? No, it's not boosted. Warren again. Is it Warren? No, it's not Warren. It's Esportsof. Span out at the top of the grid here. Apex setting the fastest lap so far with a 1:12.8. For being quite sort of a tight grid at the moment, not a lot between the cars. It doesn't seem to be anybody making any significant moves at the moment. King David picking up a 2-second penalty for corner cutting. Everybody seems to be within a sort of half a second between each other. Apex looking quite comfortable in P1 at the moment. Thibberboy in P2, Anthony MC in P3. He has just become one of the new admins for Limitless Formula 1, so welcome to him, to the team. Apex Friendly once again setting it. Oh, there's been a few there. Fastest laps. Let's have a quick look. Fastest lap at the moment is Dazzy with a 1:08.4. Not a great deal between the top 5 in pace, all very similar times. Apex still commanding that P1 spot. So the top 6 at the moment are looking like they're in a race of their own, with Kingsholm in P7. Doesn't look like he's got much competition behind him at the moment. Quite a big gap behind him, all the way down to Esportsof. Mafuta taking Iggy Combo. Can he get this place back? He's closing the time on Dazzy once again, setting the fastest lap. Not making up a great deal of time on Amaguna at the moment, but he is pulling away from Enro. King David once again with another time penalty. Let's have a look at this one here. Anthony is trying to go for the move on Thibberboy. Does not pull it off this time. Once again boosted, taking green apples. Thibberboy gets a 2-second time penalty. That will put him down the pecking order for the start of the next race as it stands at the moment. Ooh, green apples with a brake check on Mafuta. He definitely has front wing damage after that one. That one was a little bit naughty. King David again with another time penalty. Currently sitting on 6 seconds there. Dazzy once again with the fastest lap. Let's have a quick look here. Position changes. King David has moved up 6, but with his current time penalties, he could go down a big Warren again, spinning out by the looks of things. Green apples moves down a spot, and Mufata. Let's go to the top here. Thibberboy does have his time penalty, which probably at the start of the 25% race. Currently Apex MP1 as he comes around to the last turn. King David has retired from the race. That was on track. It was not in the pits. That must have been a mistake. But coming down to the finishing line, Apex Finley is going to be in P1. How far back is Thibberboy going to lose? He goes down to P5 at the moment. He will stay there. Apex Vinny in P1, Anthony MC in P2, Amaguna in P3, Dazzy in P4. Thibberboy loses his position because of his time penalties. Enro P6, Kingsholm P7, Kemjas in P8, Green Apples P9, Mufada P10, Boosted in 11, Iggy in 12, H. Bosworth and Warren are going to start at the front of the grid. Not sure what happened with King David there. Once again, we'll have to give him benefit of the doubt with his DNF, and lucky for him, that means he will be starting at the front of the grid. Give us a couple of seconds, we can sort out the grid and get back to you as soon as possible.
Have you taken a picture, Barry?
Yes.
Have you stopped the stream or kept it going?
Kept it going. Would you like us to stop it?
No, wait now, I'll just mute your mic. You mute your mic a second.
So if anyone watching the streams
Almost
there,
done.
so yeah, if anyone watching the streams there, I'm just going to go over the chat we've got on Discord here, and Iggy Combo saying he had no setup for that one, he mustn't have had time to put it in. Thibberboy is gutted about his 2-second time penalty. It did lose him positions, but potentially in his favour, because it means he's going to start higher up on the grid, however marginal that is. H. Bosworth and Iggy Combo, are they both in the same team at the moment? Let's have a quick look. I'm not sure, but yeah, here we go for the 25% rate of Brazil today. Let's hope it's as enthralling as the Austria one. Okay, so we are at Brazil for our final social race of today's structure. We have had Austria, now we're in Brazil. We're going to be starting in a couple of seconds with the formation lap, and we can have a rundown of the grid. For those who have just joined, we did a one-shot quali with a 5-lap sprint race, which determined the order of the reverse grid. Standout moment, I would say, from the 5-lap would be Thibberboy's 2-second penalty. He did cross the line in P2, but because of his 2-second penalty, he got demoted down to P5. But that means he starts further up the pack for the start of this race. He actually starts in P10 instead of P14. So we have Warren in P1, H. Bosworth P2, Iggy Combo in P3, Boosted in P4, Mafuta in P5, Green Apples P6, Chemjas P7, Kingsholm P8, Enro P9, Thibberboy in P10, gets the extra spots up the ladder because of time penalties, Dazzy in P11, Amaguna P12, Anthony MC in 13, Apex won the race and starts P14, King David's as DNF was a little bit unorthodox, so for that he gets a P15 start for this race. A few more turns to go. Coming out of section 2 into sector 3, we will reform the grid and get this race underway. So I know we have Kingsholm in the party at the moment as a driving commentator. Any predictions before the start of the race?
I'm gonna win.
That's all we need to know.
The medium, so I've gone a bit different from the front guys by the looks of things.
Let's have a quick look at the tyre situation at the moment. Warren is on mediums with the top 10. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the mediums. It's a split grid with the tyre choices of softs and mediums. A potential safety car could change that favourable for people starting on the softs, I'd say, maybe. But here we go for the start of the social race of Tuesday night's Limitless Formula Racing. Waiting for the lights to go out. Here we go. And we are off. Warren keeps his P1. Oh no, he's lost the hits. Bosworth into the first turn. Iggy Combo moves up. Warren loses 2 spots. Green Apple up to down again. Boosted is quite a few in the first couple of turns. No serious incidents as I can see. Oh, and there's someone off. Thibberboy has span and is currently off the track. He hasn't DNF'd, which is a good thing. It's still time for him to come back. Safety car is what he will be wanting. Green Apples makes a move on Chemjas. Chemjas down again. Amaguna overtaking him there. Chemjas having a bad start of this race, but he's making a move on Dazzy. Does not pull it off. Enro up. Apex and Enro having a bit of a tuffle here. Kingsholm up to P5. Let's have a quick look at the changes in positions at the moment. Kingsholm up 3, Dazzy up 3, Amaguna up 3. Oh, we've got an incident. No, it looks like everybody's still on track. Now, is Thibberboy going to need to go into the pits? Let's have a quick look here. No, he didn't get any damage from his spin on turn 3. Green Apples up. Oh, Amaguna's going down. What's going on here? There's a bit going on between Apex and Amaguna. Chemjas is in 9th with Apex and Amaguna right in his gearbox. Can they discharge of him and get past him sooner rather than later? Oh, it's a bit of a sandwich going on there. They both give him the room. Amaguna taking advantage of Apex at the moment. Will that change back? Coming back onto the final straight. Let's have a quick look. Oh, Green Apples is out. Not sure what happened there. It looks like he's took out 2 people with his crash. Not sure what happened there. Looked like Green Apple's a span coming back onto the straight, and Mufata has not been able to get past him. Unfortunate for the two new drivers to Limitless Formula Racing. This is just a VSC, so Thibber Boy would have been wanting a full safety car without a doubt, but this will bunch the pack up again to some degree. So at the moment, Esportsof has moved up one place, isn't currently sitting in P1. Iggy Combo again one place up into P2. Warren and Race, who drive-through penalty speeding again. 2 races now. He's received a drive-through penalty. So has Enro in P12. That is devastating for Warren, as he's currently sitting in P3. But that means Kingsholm is going to get a P3 move done soon if Warren goes into the pits for his drive-through, and he does. No, he stays out. He will have 3 laps to serve it, or he will be disqualified from the session. As we see Chemjas making a move on Boosted. Couple on Kingsholm makes the move on Warren. What has happened here? Has he had a moment? It looks like he has. He's still in the race now. Hopefully for him he doesn't have any damage, because his drive-through penalty will need to be served. Apex up again on Amaguna. Both of them are neck and neck. Thibber Boy makes the move on Enro. Let's have a quick look at this. Both the Ferrari and the Alpine car battling it out for that 7th place. Boosted right in front of them. Chemjas is now up at 5th. Apex and Boosted battling it out. Both cars giving a go. Green Apples has left the session. He has DNF from the race. Now Thibber Boy has moved up a couple of spots now. Is Warren and Enro going to do their drive-through penalties? Oh, Enro so far back. Thibber Boy setting the fastest lap ever, 1:09.9, and we've got, oh, who was it? It's Anthony MC span. He's lost all momentum there. Warren has served his drive-through penalty now, and issuing second. Oh, Enro again spinning now. He's doing donuts on track. I think he is probably going to retire in the pits. He will have to serve his drive-through first, so hopefully he understands what's happening. And he dives into the pits. Hopefully he doesn't retire here. It will leave him on the track. As we can see at the moment, Enro is about to get lapped by the race leaders, Esportsof. Iggy Combo in P2, Dazzy in 3rd, Kingsholm right behind his teammate in 4th. He did say before the start of the race he was going to win. He's on for it at the moment. Pitting strategies is going to be crucial. King David getting the move on Anthony, on Amaguna, sorry. But can Amaguna take it back? We will see here. Oh, very tight on that one there. Seen in real life that Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton had some controversy there on that turn. But these two look a bit more professional than King David Amaguna and do it perfectly well. King David still holding on to that P7 over Amaguna at the moment. Let's have a look at Kingsholm. He's still in the gearbox of Dazzy. There is yellow flags in sector 2, and who is this? I think it is Enro's DNF'd. And so let's have a look at the tyres here at the moment. Nobody at the moment has pitted. Chemjas now comes into the pits. He's got to go on the mediums. I can't see any point in going on the hards. He is going on to the mediums. This one is going to be all about pit strategy here. A lot of the medium tyre drivers go in for a slightly longer stint before going on the softs. Could be pivotal for the likes of Kingsholm, Apex Finley, King David and Thibberboy, who are all sort of around that point of mid-table. Can they get the jump on the top three, who will more than likely have to pit if no safety car comes out earlier than the ones on the medium tyres? Esportsof is a second ahead of Iggy Combo coming up to the straight. Did Iggy get the DRS? He did not, but Dazzy does get the DRS, and so no, yes, Kingsholm also. Oh, this is tasty. Dazzy gets the move done on Iggy Combo. King David has lost a spot to Boosted. Let's watch this here. And Kingsholm into P3 with the move on Iggy. Is his tyres starting to be a bit slippy here? Boosted with a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We have a couple in the pits now. King David has pitted onto the softs. Amaguna has pitted onto the mediums. You would think now, with 10 laps to go, that would favour King David over Amaguna, potentially, but only time will tell. Currently, Esportsof in first on 7-lap-old tyres. Dazzy, is he coming into the pits here? He is. He's dived into the pits. Dazzy has stayed out. Let's see whether or not if he can get the undercut done. Kingsholm currently in P2. Enro has left the session. And there's a few more in the pits now. Apex Finley, Esportsof and Thibberboy all coming in for their potentially only pit. There could be another pit if there is a safety car. But it seems to be quite a tidy race all in all. No major incidents, so I can't foresee a safety car coming in. Well, commentator's curse could prevail on that one. Chemjazz getting the move on Thibberboy at the moment. Let's have a look and see who still needs to pit. We have the top 5 still not pitted, and Warren in P12 also not pitted. Esportsof in P6, so pits are going to prove pivotal. Dazzy Bomber up 10 places in P1 at the moment. Kingsholm up 6 places. Iggy Combo hasn't moved from that P3, so Dazzy has pitted. Getting the softs on, potentially getting their medium tyres put on. He has done that. Now, it is going to be a question of how long can Kingsholm stay out on these mediums and pull a gap. He's currently 14 seconds and in counting from P3. Can he pull a big enough gap away to get out in front of Dazzy for when he pits? Let's have a look at Apex Finley, Esportsof and Dazzy all coming in to return. Apex gets the move done on Esportsof, but he's not going to lie down, I would have thought, from that. Apex is on fresh tyres. He could be in for the win as it stands at the moment, depending on if he can get past Dazzy quick enough. Now Kingsholm is in the pits. Let's see how many. We've also got Iggy Combo coming into the pits as well. This is going to be tight to see who comes out here. If Kingsholm can get in front of Dazzy here. Ooh, let's see. At the moment he's down to P5, P4 he's made it up. Comes out just behind Kings David. Now Apex Finley in P1 on fresh softs. Dazzy on fresh mediums. H. Bosworth on 1 lap old mediums make up the top 3 positions at the moment for this race. We have 7 laps to go. We see Kingsholm trying to get the move done on King David. Does he get it at stake? King David and Kingsholm battling it out for that P4 spot. Now, who is going to get the DRS coming down this? They're both potentially going to get the DRS. Very tight at the top here. Only gets the move done on King David for P4. Can he dispatch Hayes Bosworth in front of him next time around to get him into that P3 spot? Warren is currently the only driver on track not to have pitted at the moment, but there's not a lot of time in between the top 7, really top 6. This can still be anybody's race. Hayes Bosworth with a 3-second time penalty. That is going to be... We've seen this in the 5-lap sprint race earlier before this race, that Fibber Boy got a 2-second time penalty, and at the end of the 5-lap race he moved down about 4 spots. So H. Bosworth has it all to do here, and he's losing a lot. Oh, does he have issues with his wing? He goes a bit wide there. He's lost a couple of positions. King David now in P4 with the DRS wide open, coming in to attack both Kingsholm and Dazzy into turn 1. Kingsholm makes the move done on Dazzy, who gets the DRS down the straight. Let's come back. King David in the gearbox of Dazzy on soft tyres compared to Dazzy's mediums. It would look that being on the medium tyre from the start of this race was the right call, as it looks like the soft tyres are more favourable for the back end of the race here, being 18 laps. Let's have a look down here. We've got Fibber Boy right behind Iggy Combo. Oh, and he goes, oh, it's a bit slidey there coming in. He tried a very ambitious move on Iggy Combo and loses time because of it. But is he going to get the DRS coming down to the straight? He does get the DRS. That is going to be crucial for Fibber Boy. Dazzy Bombo has lost his P3 spot to King David. Coming down to the second DRS part. Is he going to get it? It looks like King David got the... No. Dazzy got the DRS. And as he goes wide, King David makes it stick and keeps his P3 position. Fibber Boy right behind Iggy Combo, coming for the second take. Second chance of dispatching Iggy. Can he get it done? We'll stay on board with Fibber Boy at the moment. Looks like Dazzy is losing time to King David, who is potentially going to get a P3. He backs off that a little bit there, potentially to get the DRS on the final straight. Now Fibber Boy is in front of Iggy Combo, but that means he's now going to have the bit of oversteer from Iggy Combo coming out of turn 2. Is he going to have the DRS? He's got the DRS. Is he too far back now from Fibber Boy? It would seem so. It looks like Fibber Boy has got a clean track ahead of him to pull up. 3 seconds for Apex Friendly. Oh, that is going to be crucial. Kingsholm is only 1.2 seconds behind Apex Friendly. King David could potentially get a P2 here if he can pull back some time to Kingsholm. and keep Dazzy Bomber at bay. Ah, that is gutting for Apex Friendly with a 3 seconds time penalty. Amaguna with 11 seconds at the moment in PA. P9, as I say that, he loses to Anthony MC. Not a lot of time penalties on this one compared to the Austrian Grand Prix that we just had. We've got Nemvidic joined the comms box. How are we doing, Nem?
Hello. Aye, not doing too bad, thank you. Yourself?
Not too bad at all, not too bad. We've got 2 laps left to go here. Apex Friendly was in P1, still is in P1, but he's just got a 3 second time penalty with Kingsholm 1.6 seconds behind him. Now, I did ask Kingsholm before the start of the race, who did you think was going to win this race? And he said himself. And it looks like he's going to do it.
That's very blunt of him.
He's moved up 6 spots from P8 to P2 at the moment, with 2 laps to go. I mean, for those of you who won't know this, Nemvidic won't be able to see the stream unless he's watching it on the stream, so it means it's going to be slightly delayed.
Live. I am a few seconds behind, but I am keeping my eyes on the stream.
So Kemjas down in 10th. He's going to get the DRS on Amaguna. Or is he? Is he not too far behind here? Which won't make too much difference because of the time penalties. Amaguna's got 14 in total. This could potentially be a terrible race for Amaguna. He could be right down the bottom at the end of it. 1 lap to go. Warren has a 3 second time penalty with 12 seconds. So this is our second race of the day, Nemvidic. We had Austria as the first one, and only 1 person finished that race without any time penalties. In Iggy Gumbo. Very clean driving by him, and he's currently no time penalties at the moment for this race as well. So very clean driving from Iggy in the last 2 races.
It's very easy to get penalties at Austria as well.
Now we have the P3 position up for grabs between King David and Dazzy, number 1 fan. Dazzy is on the mediums, slightly newer mediums to King David's softs, but he gets the DRS on the final straight coming into turn 1. Can he dispatch King David for that final P3 podium spot? Ooh, takes the inside King David, he holds it well. Very good move by King David, very good defending I should say. Can he do it a second time coming down the second DRS zone? Oh, very tight. Kamjas picks up a 3 second time penalty. Dazzy at the moment has that P. No, he's lost it again to King David. This is the final lap as it stands at the moment. Oh, Apex Friendly having a nightmare now with 6 seconds. He could end up in P4 at the end of this race.
Will be buzzing to take this social race going into the Christmas break. This is like a nice little Christmas present for him.
Kingsholm is in the chat as well, so we will wait. Dazzy, oh, getting 3 seconds. He's just gifted P3, potentially P2 to King David. So we have Kingsholm coming across the lane in second, but will get the pole position because of time penalties. Apex Friendly somehow gets P2. King David in P3.
Was a drag to the line.
Liver Boy in P4, Dazzy in P5, Anthony up to P6, Iggy Combo P7, H Bosworth in P8, Cam Chess up to King 9, P9, Amaguna with his time penalties down to P10, boosted in P11, wrapping it up in P12, still yet across the line at the moment is Warren, and then we have Enro did not finish, Mafuta did not finish, and Green Apples did not finish. Now, I can say, out of the 2 races, the social races we've had today, the Austria one was a lot more intense all round. We've had a comment coming, Apex had no warnings when I pitted, then got 2 whilst fighting Dazzy. Apex, you were very unlucky there to get them 2 3 second penalties. An absolute epic race. Unfortunately, you've got them, and in the rules.
But what did I
you lose.
say? But what did I say?
He did. Before the start of the race, just before the formation ended, I asked, who do you think's going to win this race? And as we can see, the man in the Mercedes car with his bottle of champagne celebrating his P1 finish. Congratulations to Kingsholm, Apex and King David for their podium finishes, and everybody else today who has joined the social racing. As I've said before, if you're watching the stream, you're not currently part of Limitless Formula Racing, you can join us. Leave a comment in, we'll get in touch, we'll send you the Discord link. But it's been fun. It's been a good couple of races for a social event. Moment of the day, Kingsholm, Joe, as you're also known. Moment of the day for yourself?
That double overtake in Austria, I think.
We did just catch that on the stream as well. So if anyone wants to go and have a look and see what we're talking about there, you might catch the back end of that double overtake in Austria from Kingsholm. Not a
good
great
teammate today as well, does he? Very close all the time.
He has. Dazzy and King David were having a big battle for about 6 or 7 laps there for that final podium spot. We've just got another comment come in. Let's have a quick look and see what that says. Did you see my overtake on Esportsof? Apex Finley has asked. If you didn't, I feel bad because it was greatness. I'm not 100% sure if I did see it. Unfortunately, Apex, you'll have to go and watch the stream back to see. But anything you want to add, Joe, before we wrap up the stream?
No, I'm alright.
Happy days.
Have a good Christmas, everyone. If we don't do a stream on Thursday.
On that note, thank you very much for coming in for the last few laps, Nam. It's been a pleasure having you in the comments box.
No problem.
A big
It was a
thank
pleasure
you.
to watch 2 laps. It was a pleasure.
Better late than never. That's normally what I do. I normally bin it and come in the comments box for the last few laps.
I only came to watch Kingzone win the race. That's all I came for, to watch Kingzone win. So
What is it with people sucking up to you the day? Kevin Jasper's doing it in the Austria race. You're already an admin, them. You don't need to suck up.
We have a contract.
Alright, okay. Well, I mustn't have got the memo. But on that note, everybody have a great Christmas and a fantastic New Year's. We will return in January for Limitless Formula Racing with 3 days, Monday, Tuesday and Thursday. A 4th day, Sunday, social racing can also be taken on. So join us on subscribe, give us likes, all that social stuff, and we will see you in the new year, if not on Thursday. Thank you. Goodbye.